Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to Fargo's. That's right, we're back yet again for another exciting episode of the Terraria Fargo's hard mode experience. And I look a little bit different, don't I? I've got a little bit of a new outfit on, which is an armor set that you guys had actually mentioned to me that I completely and totally forgot about. And I really don't know how I missed this. It is so easily craftable right now. I've got all the materials for it already. But the last video's comment section, it was just, you gotta get this, you gotta get it, you gotta get it, you gotta get it. So I finally went and got it. Really simple to craft. It's called the Gaia set, the Gaia Armor, if I'm saying that right, Gaia. Something like that. And it looks pretty cool. I gotta say, this is definitely a very interesting armor set. It's kind of the whole landscape of Terraria right there for you in a nutshell. You got your Sky Island up there floating around in the crowds and the clouds, the crowds of clouds. You've got your overworld right there, a little bit of green, some green there. You got your underground, your caverns, some stone and dirt, and all the way down at the bottom with the feet. Got some hot shoes there, some hot pants for the underworld, some hellstone and some lava. Looks pretty cool. And like I said, this is very easily craftable, so I have no idea how I missed this. Though the items don't really make a whole lot of sense. It's made out of some beetle husks, some shroomite bars, specter bars, and some spooky wood. The spooky wood you can actually buy from the lumberjack, so you can just grab that. You don't have to do the pumpkin moon anymore if you want to get this set. And it does a lot of stuff. It's kind of a hybrid set, an all-purpose set, give you some good buffs all around for everybody. Gives you a decent amount of defense altogether, but still less than the beetle set, of course. You get 10% increased damage, 5% increased critical strike chance, an increased max number of minions and sentries. From the helmet, you got 10% increased damage, 5% increased critical strike, reduced damage taken by 10% and increases your life regen from the plate. And from the greaves, you get 10% increased damage, 5% increased crit, and 10% increased movement speed altogether. And this set bonus gives you a 10% increase to melee speed, reduces mana usage by 10%, 10% chance not to consume ammo, and yet again increases the max number of minions you can have out, and sentries by 1. And this thing also has an additional mode. If you hold up and double tap down, you can toggle offensive mode, which is this lovely little thing right there. Kind of gives me a little bit of a blue-green rainbow type thing going on there. I shoot out some green sparkle dust in every direction. And it does this. It has some drawbacks, but it's still pretty good. 20% increased damage and 10% increased critical strike while in offensive mode. It increases your armor penetration by 10, but it also reduces your defense by 20 and reduces max life and damage reduction by 20%. So I don't know if it completely nullifies the damage reduction that you get from the set bonus. I know that I saw it somewhere. There it is. From the plate, the chest piece. It kind of looks like it does. I don't really know what that does to my damage reduction. Honestly, I think even with the dubious circuitry and the endurance potion, I think it takes away pretty much all but like 5% of my damage reduction, which kind of sucks. Also, it takes a big chunk out of my armor. I've got like summoner stats right now, and I don't like it. But you know what? Gives you a lot of damage, so it basically makes you a glass cannon. So I can't really complain about that. It's very nice. All that aside, that's pretty much all that I've done off camera. I did go and grab myself, because the next stuff on the list today is Betsy and Duke Fishron, and maybe the Lunatic Cultist, if at all possible, depending on how long this takes. Then we can just jump into the Lunar Event, the Moon Lord, for the next episode. But I did go and grab myself a couple of things. I got myself some Eternia crystals, of course, to phase off against Betsy. And I grabbed myself a truffle worm, which you kind of saw a little bit in my recipe browser there. It turns out you can just make one of these things out of the truffle and an enchanted nightcrawler. And I definitely did not go and stand in the underground mushroom biome for a ridiculous amount of time before I discovered that I could make one. Definitely didn't do that, and there is absolutely no video recording at all of me doing that, so you can't really prove it anyway. And I don't know, for some reason Fargo's really has it out for the NPCs. I don't know what it is, but I guess to make this, you just grab your truffle and you just cram them inside of the auto hammer with an enchanted nightcrawler and the thing just goes to work. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm thinking about this a little bit too deeply. But to me, it sounds terrifying to be inside of something called an auto hammer. That sounds awful. And considering how many other things... Also, this guy makes blue paint, I should say. Mention that as well. That's even more terrifying inside of a dye vat, but whatever. But yeah, Fargo's really has it out for these NPCs. The amount of stuff that I can just do with them. Just cram their bodies into my inventory and make them into stuff. I feel like the rest of my NPCs that can't be made into things are just kind of like, you know, wasn't there like a truffle or something standing there, like an arms dealer, maybe a tax collector here a minute ago? And I just look at him and I go, you know what, I'd prefer you just didn't ask questions like that ever again. I think it would be in your own best interest. Anyway, time to move on with the actual exciting bits of this episode today. First on the list is going to be taking down a Tier 3 of the Old One's army and getting all the new enchantments and items and all kinds of good stuff from that, all the new sets. I've got my Eternia crystals, and I know that Betsy is going to be a little bit different this time around, but I'm not expecting too much of a significant change in difficulty, no ramping up really until we get to Duke Fishron and the Moon Lord, because I don't know. I never really fight Betsy enough to actually know how the fight is gonna go. So I guess I can't really judge it just yet. I should just kind of run into this and see how things goes. I should probably grab some defensive turrets here. I'll grab my ballistic cane, because that seems to be a pretty good one. I don't know where to put it. I'm probably not going to use the snowman cannon very much. It's just kind of here, because you know what? When you can have a rocket launcher, why not have a rocket launcher? Even if it is completely useless compared to the other stuff. Don't worry about that. You have a rocket launcher. Let's throw in an Eternia crystal here and see how this goes. Hopefully really well and doesn't make me hate my life at all. So boop, let's go. Tier 3 of the Old One's army, bring it on. I'll just put a turret over here to start. We'll call it a day. Bring on the enemies. They're all coming from this side. Should probably use something that penetrates, would probably be wiser. Probably should have grabbed my iron enchantment as well to absorb that Eternia mana, whatever this thing is called. I was right on the first try. Etherian mana. Just keep focusing all the turrets on one side and just mow this side down. Seems to be working pretty well. Try to keep it as even as possible. Okay, there is something different. What is that? Is that the lightning bug? I'm assuming that's like a lightning aura. Just shoot this off in the general direction of stuff and hope things die. I think this is going really well so far. It's going to be really great whenever I have to actually fight a legit boss fight version of Betsy, and I can't just kind of mow through everything. I am definitely getting hit very, very hard now. It is a significant change over the Beetle set. Oh god, something is hitting my arena thing. Stop touching my crystal. Get away. That's my big shiny rock. Go find your own. Probably should have had some minions out here too. Might have done me some good. I'm just winging it, is what I'm doing. I really am just winging it. Just spray and pray, literally. I know that the chlorophyte stuff doesn't quite have the same reach as it normally would, but you know what? I'll figure it out. Spray and pray. I know I'm going to need a ridiculous amount of defender medals to buy everything, so I'm getting ready for that. Honestly, I think I could just fight the ogres, though. It would probably give me a good bit. Just fight a bunch of the mini-bosses. Honestly, why am I doing this now? I could have just done that. Now that I think about it, I could have very easily just gone and killed a bunch of ogres and got the defender medals from them, and then just bought all the new stuff. What am I doing? Why would I do this? Things are just gonna get so much better from here, though, I know it. Oh boy, I got snotted. Oh, it's my favorite debuff. For 15 seconds in total, I just can't move left or right at all. I can go up really fast, but I can't go left or right. Is there another one on the other side now? Oh, great, they're flying into it. Am I even gonna make it to the last wave? I feel like I'm not even gonna make it. I feel like I'm in trouble right now. Oh, it's not going well. I gotta kill that ogre before he gets over here. Come on, ogre. Time to die. Don't you snot me. It's okay. It's all good. We're fine. We're fine. We're totally fine. More ballistas will solve the problem. But I can't because I can't summon any because I'm out of mana. Hooray! It's alright. We're doing alright. We just gotta keep the bosses dead. Keep the bosses very dead. And everything will be fine. Great. Another ogre. How about we use the rock slide? How do you like rock slide in your face? Throw the chunks of golem at you. How about that? That's what I call a headache. So just kill the ogres with the rock slide, and I will kill the dark mages with the chain gun. I have a strategy now. Fine, look at that. Oh, there she is. Hi, I wasn't expecting you just yet. This is gonna be not so great, I feel like. Oh, she's Duke Fishron now. Hooray. Whoa. Okay, I feel like I was not ready for this. Remember when I said I wasn't gonna have any problems with it? Well, I found one. Oh, God. Okay, can I get back up here and kill her before she destroys that thing? Oh, no. It is dying very quickly. Yep, there it goes. Well, I got an egg to summon her by herself, so you know what? This is fine. Yeah, you guys just have fun down there. Go at it, you crazy kids. Is there even a point in running back up here? Should I even bother? Nope, doesn't look like it. Ah, God, Phoenixes. She has the power. Oh my God, there's so many debuffs as well that all look so terrible. Oh, and there it goes. Goodbye. Is she gonna despawn after this? I feel like she's going to. And I'm dead. Well, you know what? Worth a try. At least I got a summoning item from her. I can go back and try this again. Okay, well, we got some fun stuff from that. Couple of things. We got Dragon's Egg. So you know what? Even though I failed miserably and very embarrassingly, I feel like we still kind of had a little bit of a victory here. So now we can face off against her the right way, and hopefully it doesn't do some nonsense like, oh, well, you can only get the dragon egg while the event's going on. That would be kind of awful. But anyway, let's summon her and see how we do against her. And we got another one. Okay, we're a little bit more prepared for this now. I'm not completely and totally clueless to what's about to happen. I think I might stick in defensive mode, even though it is a little bit of a damage cut. Gotta have that defense up there at some point, especially if I'm gonna stand directly in front of the boss when it attacks me. Oh, she summons little minions as well. That's just neat. Alright, don't stand in the lightning circles. Okay, she's almost done. We just gotta get a little bit longer. Just gotta survive for just a tish longer. Oh, she does even more ridiculous explosions. Great. If this is gonna be what sets the stage for the rest of this mod, I'm really not looking forward to it. Oh, good, one of those things is down there now. That's just what I needed. Thank you, cultist. Appreciate it. Oh god, I am losing a ridiculous amount of health very quickly. Well, wouldn't you know that Dragon's Breath is kinda hot. There we go. Maybe we got her. Oh, so very close. Oh, maybe this time we finally got her. There we go. Betsy has been defeated. That's what I'm talking about. My god. That took a significantly higher amount of times to complete than I thought it would, but you know what? That was a very interesting fight. As it turns out, this lizard treasure box, whenever you got an arena that looks like this, is actually incredibly handy. Especially whenever you're dropping down, you just kind of have explosions everywhere. Rocks flying all over the place, fire everywhere. Gotta love it. So that actually did a good bit of damage to her. And the rock slide was definitely the way to go. The chain gun with chlorophyte bullets just really isn't doing it for me anymore, unfortunately. But there we go. Thank you, Lizard Treasure Box. An item that I thought I would never use outside of Golem. Actually turned out to be pretty handy. So with that done, let's take a look and see what we got from her. We got her Eternity Mode drop, which is Betsy's Heart. Grants immunity to Oozed, Withered Weapon, and Withered Armor, which are the Old One's Army debuffs, I guess, from the bosses. Your critical strikes inflict Betsy's Curse. Press the Fireball Dash key to perform a short, invincible dash. Lightly roasted, medium rare. Not too bad. Seems pretty handy, I guess. The Fireball Dash key. Do I actually have that bound to something? Let's find out. Okay, there we go. We got it bound. Let's go up top side and take a look-see at what it does. Let's throw it on right there. Fireball Dash. Ooh, not bad. Actually looks like it has a relatively decent cooldown, so it looks like it might be pretty handy there to hold on to. Not bad. Covers a good bit of ground, and it looks like it's on a short cooldown, like I said, so that might be very handy to have, especially with critical strikes inflicting Betsy's Curse. As someone with a machine gun that shoots very quickly, that could be very handy. Let's see what weapon we got from it. We got the Dragon's Breath. Uses gel for ammo. It's a flamethrower. The shrunken body of a defeated foe. Yes, it absolutely is. I'm just carrying around the shrunken corpse of Betsy. Ooh, wow, okay, that's it's not too bad. Consistent fire out there, infinite ammo from this. See what kind of damage that does. We'll throw it on there. Might actually be using this thing. Seems kind of handy. Oh, yes. Lots and lots and lots of damage. Very nice. Still not as much as the chain gun at point-blank range, you know, as long as I'm not using chlorophyte bullets. But still, not too bad. Could be very handy against Duke Fishron, especially with all the bubbles and things that like to fly at me, so grab that. A little bit of a reforge, and we'll move on. And now to the matter of collecting all the items. I couldn't help but notice that I was unable to grab any of her items that she normally drops because she did not give me a treasure bag. So for all this late game stuff, it looks like I need all of her items and they just did not drop from her. So I guess I have to fight her legit in the actual event in order to actually get the stuff from her. Gonna be very time consuming grinding all this stuff out, but we're gonna grab it. We're definitely gonna get this stuff. Just gotta get the set pieces together. So let me see. I will grab a whole bunch of the battered clubs, and we're just gonna kill a bunch of ogres. We're just gonna kill a whole bunch of ogres. We're gonna myrtleate them all. We're gonna use Betsy's Wrath on them, see what kind of damage it does. All right, let's summon forth a couple of them. Oh yeah, that's melting through them very quickly. That is ridiculous. Suppose this would definitely make killing future events a lot easier. Just let them walk into the flamethrower. Doing a hilarious amount of damage to these guys. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Got a couple hundred defender medals from that. Let's see what I can buy. It's quite a lot to buy all the sets, but I know I do need to get them all at some point, so we're gonna do that. Just buy them all. See how many of these things I can actually afford with what I do have. I don't think I can get them all. I'm not gonna be able to get the Shinobi Infiltrators. Which is unfortunate. I probably should have bought that first because I was told that that enchantment is actually really, really nice. Alright, well, I guess I'm just going to do the event a couple more times and try to get as much stuff from it as I possibly can with the help of Dragon's Breath. I should be able to take it down relatively quickly. I'm gonna grind all this stuff out, gonna take a look at all the enchantments afterwards. Oh boy, here we go. Let's do it one more time. A couple more times, actually. It's probably gonna be a significant amount of time. Let's go grab the stuff, and then I'll be right back. Oh my god, I am just so very, 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 very blind. Would you take a look at what is just sitting right above me? I don't know how I missed that. Wow, super observant I am. I'm sure that if anybody noticed that in the actual recording, you were probably screaming at me the entire time. Several thousand hours of time played in this game, and you'd think I would have learned to look around for the treasure bag before I just assumed, oh, there wasn't one. Well, I guess I'm just gonna finish this event off and see if I can kill her, and then just continue farming her, since I now know that she can in fact drop treasure bags. I don't know what would have possessed me to assume that one would not drop from her, but oh well. Alright, so after much farming, much grinding, much pain and suffering and dying, I've finally acquired myself all 4 of the final tier Old One Armies enchantments. My god, what an adventure that was. That was so very, very exciting. Gotta say, Betsy is quite an interesting boss fight. She was a lot more challenging than I originally had thought she would be. But like I said, with the power of the Lizard Treasure Box, I really kind of had a simpler time with her. I don't want to say she was easier, but definitely a very interesting fight. But anyway, like I said, finally got all this stuff, even this Shinobi Infiltrator enchantment that I was told was so very important that I get. And it's got a lot of words on it, and they all pretty much do. And like I said, if it's got a lot of words on it, you know you're in for a good time. So let's take a look at the Shinobi Infiltrator enchantment first. It is made out of the Infiltrator's sets, the Ninja enchantment, the Monk enchantment, Master Ninja Gear, and a Gato egg. And what this thing does: dash into any walls to teleport through them to the next opening, not attacking for 2 seconds, grants you a single-use monk dash. Throw a smoke bomb to teleport to it and gain the first strike buff using the Rod of Discord will also grant this buff, greatly enhances lightning aura effectiveness, effects of Master Ninja Gear, and summons a pet Gato, village hidden in the wall. So, yeah, this thing is just a drastically improved Master Ninja Gear. And like it said, the Rod of Discord, it grants me that first strike buff. And I don't really know what the range in this teleport is. I don't know. It just kind of takes me wherever there's an opening. So that's kind of cool, kind of handy. I don't know how I'm going to be using that in open air fighting bosses, but you know what? Still a cool thing, not going to complain. Next up, we've got the Dark Artist enchantment. It is made out of the Dark Artist set, the Apprentice enchantment, the Flame Burst staff, the Inferno fork, and a Creeper egg. And what this thing does, summons a Flame Burst minion that will travel to your mouse after charging up. It will then act as a sentry. Up to 3 can exist at once. While attacking, Flame Burst shots manifest themselves from your shadows, greatly enhances Flame Burst effectiveness, and summons a pet Flickerwick. The shadows hold more than they seem. So now I got this guy above my head. He follows my mouse cursor a little bit. Lets you go like this. I guess he can't do straight up in the air, or he tries to anyway. And just like before, shoots out little Flame Burst things. I don't really know what charging up would be. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I guess I just kind of shoot off in a random direction and eventually it'll find its way over there. Pretty nice. Let's throw down a Super Dummy, see what it does. Oh my goodness. That is quite a lot of fireballs and quite a lot of damage as well, I gotta say. That is very nice. So I guess whenever it pops up over my head, he's ready to go out there? I don't know, maybe 1D spawns. That is very, very powerful, though, I gotta say. I really like that. Very enjoyable to watch. Next up, we have the Valhalla Knight enchantment. It is made out of the Valhalla Knight set, the Squire enchantment, Shiny Stone, Flying Dragon, and a Dragon Egg. Continually attacking an enemy will grant you the Power of Valhalla buff. You will drastically reduce enemy immunity frames during this time. It greatly enhances ballista effectiveness, effects of Shiny Stone, summons a pet dragon, Valhalla calls. Very nice. I guess it doesn't really do very much unless you hit something. There it is. Power of Valhalla, reduced immunity frames. It's a shame I have to now wait 20 seconds to see that in full effectiveness. I definitely want to take a look and see what kind of damage I can do with penetrating weapons now that that's gone. I bet for a very short amount of time, Betsy's weapon, Dragon's Breath, will be incredibly powerful. We're gonna find out either way. Okay, give me the buff. Give me the buff. There it is. Oh, yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of damage. And then last but not least, we have Red Riding enchantment. It is crafted out of the Red Riding set Hunter's enchantment, Moon Charm, Aerial Bane, and the Dog Whistle. Double tap down to create a rain of arrows that follows the cursor's position for a few seconds. The arrow type is based on the first arrow in your inventory. This has a 15-second cooldown. Greatly enhances explosive traps effectiveness. Effects of Celestial Shell. Summons a pet puppy. Big Bad Red Riding Hood. I guess because it turns me into a werewolf at nighttime. Let's make it nighttime. There we go. I guess I'm a werewolf now. Okay, bring down the pain. Oh my, that looks very nice. Look at that. Oh yeah. Didn't even know I had Jester's arrows in there. That's interesting. Guess that's what I get for not using a bow for a while. And alright, there you go. That is all of them. Absolutely all of them. And I am more than happy to know that I will never have to fight that event again. I am overjoyed. Let's upgrade the Shinobi Infiltrator real quick. Give me all that good stuff. Where are you? Got it ready to go, and we're ready to move on to the next stage of this lovely little adventure, which is going to be taking down Duke Fishron. My goodness. This is, like I said, if Betsy was anything to go by for the rest of the fights in this particular part of the mod, I am kind of looking forward to some pain. That's what I'm expecting. Lots of pain, lots of suffering, lots of agony, lots of misery, lots of just general discomfort. But I think we're about as ready as we could ever be. So you know what? We're going to go up there, and I'm fairly certain, yes, I have in fact never made an arena to fight this guy. So we're going to go over to the ocean, and we're going to do that. We're going to take care of that, hopefully as quickly as possible, and move on with our fight with Duke Fishron, which I'm assuming is going to be very uncomfortable. So whenever I get over there and I'm ready to face off against him, I'll see you then. Alright, I think I've got myself about as good an arena as I could possibly make myself. I did make a little bit of an adjustment to my setup here. I decided to actually stick with the lizard treasure box for this boss fight in favor of the Aeolus boots. Only because if I remember correctly with Duke Fishron, it's kind of good to be able to move up and down very quickly. That's why the arena is actually relatively tall compared to my other arenas, which are just generally really, really wide, so I can run away as quickly as possible and hope to not die. I'm gonna give this a shot. I think that I pretty much have the best setup that I could possibly have right now. I don't know what else might be better. I'm sure there's some other better setup out there somewhere, but I don't know anything about it. So, without any further ado, I suppose we're just gonna go ahead and give this a try. We have our truffle worm, we've got our golden fishing rod. Let's cast it out there and see what all we can fish up. Hopefully this goes really, really well. And there we go. There is Duke Fishron. He's up and ready to go. Okay, so pretty much the same as always right now. Okay, oh, that's different. Oh, I've seen that attack before. Ha! I've fought an Ice Queen. Joke's on you. I know how to deal with it. Chain gun definitely going to work. There's the Razor Blade Typhoons and the fish things. Why do I use that? I don't know why I decided to use my fishing rod right there. I felt like it might have been a reasonable attack. Oh, he's got Mutant Nibble as well, so I can't heal at all. And dash. Dodge that real quick, fast, and easy. Okay, so he's definitely a little bit more challenging. What, am I wet now? Okay, well, I guess he splashed some water on me there whenever he fought me, but okay, that's fine, we're good to go. I think I saw Oceanic Maul there as well. That's just lovely. So that's a little bit different. He's got some unique abilities. Kind of wish that the arena wasn't so super far over, but you know what? It's fine. We can make do with what we got. Not a bad first attempt, I suppose. All right, let's try this again, Truffly Worm. Ah, God, okay, so there's a lot there. Let's take advantage of that fireball dash we decided to keep. It was very important that we did that. Ah, God, okay, went right into the thick of it. That wasn't good. Oh, I gotta be able to heal here soon. Come on. Mutant Nibble, go away. All right, let me heal. There we go. We're back up there. I'm gonna lose it again, I'm sure I will. I'm gonna lose all that health immediately. Ah. I don't want to go into the tornado. That's a bad idea. Stay away from that. Oh, projectiles, projectiles, projectiles. Projectiles. They sure do get in your way. I like how after he killed me, he decided to explode afterwards. That was awfully nice of him. Okay, so the Golem's weapon is definitely going to work on him right now. And it takes down those bubbles that he shoots out relatively quickly. There's those other things. He's using the power of the Razor Blade Typhoon against me. Ah, God. Okay, that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage very quickly. Ah, bullet hells. I hate bullet hells. Dash. Dodge. Go in a direction other than towards the things trying to kill you. Please, I promise you'll live longer if you do that. Oh God, here we go. Final phase. Finally something different. Let's see how fast he kills me. Can't really see anything. Don't really know what's going on. I just kind of see him a little bit on the mini-map. Oh God, I've got 2 health left. I'm doomed. And there we go. Well, it was nice to see a change of scenery for a little while. Oh my God, would you look at that finally. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. That was a ridiculous boss fight. Thank God it is finally over. I don't think I could really put into words how much, to be frank, just to be completely and totally honest with you, up front, up close and personal, how much the Eternity Mode Duke Fishron boss fight can go to hell. That was a ridiculous boss fight, and I found the most hilarious way to deal with it. As it turns out, actually, let me just go back over there for a little bit to show you. As you can see, I died up in the sky. There is an enormous amount of gravestones all over the place. As it turns out, the best way to deal with Duke Fishron is to just run on here really, really fast, fly up all the way to orbit while I shoot my rock slide back at his face. And he struggles to keep up with me. So I don't need to deal with him anymore. I just got to avoid the projectiles. And when you're all the way up there in space, well, it's a lot easier to dodge them whenever you're standing on top of them. But yes, there we go. Finally, Duke Fishron has been eliminated. And like I said, that was quite a boss fight. I don't even know how many times I died to that, but I've definitely been spending at least an hour trying to kill that guy. And for some reason, it just wasn't working with me today. Between Betsy and Duke Fishron, for some reason, unless they really are that hard, yeah, those two definitely tried my patience a lot today. I think I'm all the way out of patience for this mod right now. Very interesting fights, definitely significant improvements over their vanilla iterations. Also, by the way, take a look at this. It's kind of funny. Hold on. I have to run back over here real quick. I gotta show you something funny. With the lizard treasure box, it kind of amuses me. Take a look at this. Isn't this funny? Doesn't this just look ridiculous? Why does this do this? Don't you think that's just silly? I think that this is just silly. Anyway, moving on along. I'm feeling a wide array of emotions right now. I'm just glad to be done with that and ready to move on. I gotta be honest with you. I'm sure that there is some really great stuff from him, but I'm going to go back there and fight him again with Moonlord items. I'm not even going to try to do it again right now. I'm good. I think I've had about enough of Duke Fishron. Thank you very much. It was one of the only bosses so far. In fact, I think it was the only boss in the entire Let's Play that has made me go, you know what, forget it. I'm just stacking defense, and we're just going to wing it. We're just going to bash our head off this until it's done. First boss I've ever done that to. Congratulations, Duke Fishron. You've ran me out of patience. But anyway, now with all that said and done, it's time to finally move on and see what it is that this fella's going to be giving us today. So, first thing we got the Mutants Pact. Permanently reduces mutant shop prices by 30%. We got another one of these. Boom. 30% cheaper. His Eternity Mode drop was grants immunity to Wet, Feral Bite, Mutant Nibble, and Oceanic Maul. Grants immunity to most debuffs caused by entering water. Grants effects of Wet debuff while riding Cute Fishron. Increases damage by 20%. Healthy drug recommended by 0 out of 10 doctors. Sounding like my kind of party. And the treasure bag, we'll open it up, see what it gave me. We've got the Shrimpy Truffle, we got the Tempest Staff, which I think is for the Conjurer's Soul. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have everything that I need to make this soul eventually, so that's great. And we got the Fishron wings, which is fantastic. Gotta love that stuff. I don't know if they're any better than the Betsy's wings, but we need them both, so you know what? We'll grab it, throw it on there. We'll take it. I don't know which is better, but we got it. And with that done, regardless of the length of this video, I think I'm going to have to call it an episode here, guys. These two boss fights today, all the stuff I've done so far, has been quite patience testing. Very challenging, very exciting, lots of fun, but very frustrating. But we finally got them down, and that means we are ready to move on one step closer to the home stretch of this mod. In the next episode, we're going to be taking down the Lunatic Cultist, the Lunar Event, and the Moonlord, who I'm told is just a peach of a boss to fight, so I can't wait for that next time. But like I said, I think I'm going to call it an episode here, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it, and as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, I hope you have a good one of those, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.